Hey guys, Delt here. About a week ago, I had a YouTube comment asking if I could make a video on how to spawn rush. So that's what this video is going to be. The biggest problem with learning this is that it just requires memory. In its most basic form, all you need to remember is the maps, remember the spawns, and then you need to figure out the fastest ways from point A to point B. I personally am best with Goblin Caves map knowledge, so I'm going to be using that for this video. But before we get into that, first let's talk about why people want to spawn rush. In my head, there's 3 reasons. The first is that people just like PvP. Maybe you want to get more practice with it, or maybe you just want to fight as many people as possible. This is why I personally do it sometimes. I'll spawn rush in 1 or 2 normal games just to warm up and either die or get some kills. It also helps my warm up because you're just moving around the map quickly and you're either mob skipping or trying to take them down as fast as you possibly can. The second reason that I would spawn rush is that you're playing high roller and you either want AP or money. There are some spawns that feel really bad, and getting to those before other players are able to clear their way out makes fairly easy kills sometimes. This feels really bad when it happens to you, but sometimes you can make a lot of gold off geared players from doing this. And the last reason is that you're in base kit and trying to make a big come up. High risk, high reward gameplay when you have nothing to lose. So now let's get over to the map. Alright, so I was marking through this map as everything that was a spawn, and then I realized that was taking way too many circles, and instead I decided just to put everything that I don't remember spawning in. If I'm wrong about any of these, let me know. But these are the areas that I typically tend to stay away from when trying to spawn rush. And then if I don't get a good spawn, for example, I spawn on the bottom left of the map, I'll try to just get to these green check marks because these are common places that people go. Cyclops is the top left, Cave Troll's the bottom right, and the center room just gives you more ability to move around the map, hear people, and try to take them down after that. And the last thing to take note of is that you're never going to spawn in a quadrant next to a player in another quadrant. You're always going to have to move at least 2 boxes, and that's why we either skip mobs or have to clear them out as quickly as we can. Alright, and here's just a short little game of putting this into practice. I spawned in the mole tunnel, and I'm planning just to move 2 squares to try to get to people as soon as I can. I don't like to deal with archers though, because they can shoot you as you're opening the doors, and I'd rather just kill them. With melee mobs, I will more than likely just skip them. Alright, and now that I've made it through 2 rooms, I'm still not seeing any players. That happens sometimes, but that's a good reason of why I came to the center room here. Remember that this center elevator room is a green check mark. We're 2 rooms away from each boss, and this is a room that a lot of people tend to go to. Now I heard noise in 2 directions. There's one person to my left and there's one person beneath me. I'm gonna deal with the person who's in the same room as me and then probably try to find the other player. And now that we've taken down that warlock, there's another player above us, so I'm just gonna heal on up and then try to fight him too. Spoiler alert, this guy also didn't want to fight.
fight Cyclops, bro. We don't gotta fight. Really gotta keep doing this, bro? Come on.
I messed up there. I was also trying to practice with the rondel, and I'm more used to the rapier, so I'm not as good as getting in and out with the rondel. It's fine. This still works out. This guy just ends up running away. I heal from the health shrine and go to chase after him, and then we find the cleric that already killed him. Fighting cleric on bard, you first need to figure out what build he is. If he's running smite and divine protection and they're alternating the abilities, you never win the fight. Since he's not and he has spells, I know he only has smite or divine protection, so I have to wait for at least one of those abilities to go on cooldown, and then we can push in for melee. There's the smite, so now we wait. And then he left, probably to get his spells back. Alright, take two. Don't get hit by Holy Strike, try to bait out Smite, and then we can go into melee. I was also just really bad at aiming here.
Dude, you're so bad.
There's the smite, and by the time that ends, his protection's probably gone too, and that'll be the perfect time for us to fight. Trash talkers, trash talking. Alright, and here's another place that I personally don't like spawn rushing from, but remember the green check marks. Cave Troll's only 2 rooms away, so I'm gonna head there. I also just decided to do Centipede because that and the Lion's Head's here and we can get some good loot pretty quick, and we're not really gonna find players immediately anyway, so we might as well delay our Cave Troll room very slightly just to get this. And to get the Cave Troll room, I usually like to go this way because there's just one Goblin Shaman, where if I went to the other room, it's the Spider room, and that's never fun to be in. But remember, this is another green check mark. We already see a fighter, and now there's a wizard joining the fray. Bro, the
Hey,
wizard was
it's
one.
Joe's fight, not mine.
Yeah, you hit me.
Joe's thing.
Alright, and that was awkward, but I'm not gonna let the fighter get away with that, so I'm about to hit him too. Alright, and I'm probably just going to be ending the video here, so if this helps, please just give the video a comment, like, or subscribe to the channel. Anything and everything helps, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you who do it. I do just want to say one last time that spawn rushing is somewhat random, depending on where people get placed. So you just need to try to move around as quickly as you can to try to figure out where the spawns were. Alright, I hope y'all have a great day, and I hope to see y'all next time. Peace.